Look, y'all. I'm telling y'all no lie. We haven't been told everything about getting in shape, y'all. We doing it wrong, y'all. The angels started talking to me again, and they told me that fat, like when we put fat in our food, it's actually supposed to be for sleepy time. Can anybody hear me? If y'all can hear me in here, please let me know. If y'all can hear me, please let me know. They said that if you eat fat during the day, this is what I heard the angel say. If you eat fat during the day, it has to be like a really, 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 really small amount. Like most of your fat needs to be at sleepy time. And it makes sense because if you ever notice how babies, they always want a full bottle before they go to bed. Like they always want a full bottle of milk. So y'all, I think we've been lied to when we were told, um, spread out your fat intake through the day. No, y'all, I think we're supposed to be like zero fat all day. And if we are going to have any fat, it's supposed to be near sleepy time. I don't know if any of y'all are woke, but I really hope there's somebody in here. I can't tell who's in here. I really want to talk to y'all about this because y'all, I'm telling you, um, fat is supposed to help you relax. Fat is supposed to help you go to sleep. Fat is supposed to warm you, comfort you. It's supposed to put you on chill, make you chill. So this is why you got to say for most of your fat, most of your fat intake needs to be at sleepy time. It really makes sense. Like now, without this is also what they told me. They told me that you know how we all be glamorizing cardio. They told me that cardio can start to make you look old, like because you're if you do like really long extended of cardio, that you may be burning more calories than you know, but also because your body is like it really just prefers you to eat less food and do a little bit of cardio. Like trying to just burn most of the calories of cardio is it's like getting in that energy when you're stranded and you're out there trying to survive, like you're like lost in the woods somewhere wandering around for hours. The mind sees it still as stress, like it's still stressed down in the subconsciousness. So like your walking needs to be really under an hour. Like your cardio walking needs to be under an hour, y'all. I'm telling you no lie. um and it's like you really aren't getting any anti-aging benefits unless you are actually lifting weights. So cardio is not really keeping you young. It can actually, you can burn too many calories too fast, and so you start to look old. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is what the angels told me. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me in here? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can somebody tell me whether they can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to do it as an upload video. But I was told, y'all, I was told that, okay, I was told that fat, y'all, no, y'all, I'm telling you, try to hold off on your fat. Like I was told that our ancestors, like eating meat at breakfast was like optional. Like they really wasn't pressed about protein until the hunt. They really wasn't pressed about protein intake until the actual hunt was done. So really we're not even supposed to be eating meat or high protein sources until like later in the day, y'all. The angels told me we supposed to be like eating seeds, berries, fruit, like kale. We're supposed to be like, oh, hi everybody. The angels told me that we're like eating meat supposed to be, if you're eating meat, that's like supposed to be like later in your day. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it makes sense because if you're eating meat at around dinner time, okay, and your body builds muscle in your sleep, then all that meat that you ate at dinner is going to be usable. See what I'm saying? It's going to be usable to build muscle when you're asleep. If you ate meat in the morning, your body ain't really going to be using that in your sleep. See what I'm saying? So the angels told me that most of your meat, most of your high protein needs to be before bedtime. Like it needs to be in your dinner meal. So you get a lot of your energy all day long, literally from fruits, berries, seeds, nuts. Like you have to be almost like all plant based all day. Unless you want to throw in an egg or two. But other if you want to eat an egg or two, our ancestors would do that. But their meat was literally later after the hunt. Okay, this is what they told me. Um, now I see why John Rose looks so young and he's so ripped. He says he eats like fruit all day long, so he really doesn't get into the protein till later in his day. Obviously, see what I'm saying? Just think if you ate most of your protein during the hunt time, which would be gym time. Okay, the hunt time to our ancestors was like no different than us going to the gym. If you ate most of your protein like before and like I'm sorry, like after the hunt, like let's say you did the hunt and then you sat down and you ate like 80 grams of protein. All that protein will be used, y'all. I'm telling you, no lie. The angels like put corrected me on all of this. I'm telling y'all, we have been lied to. Most of your protein need to be after the hunt. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm gonna experiment on myself. I know it's true. I know it's true. For example, back in the 90s, on Fridays and Saturdays, we wouldn't eat no meat until clubbing time. We would not even eat no meat till like 10 p.m. At the earliest. The latest would be like 2 a.m. We would go to the club and then we would go to the diner and eat a double cheeseburger. But all day long, we wasn't even eating no meat. I can remember going to lunch in the 90s in high school and only getting a fruit salad and only getting some juice and maybe some seeds. I can remember never eating the meat at lunch. I'm telling you, no lie. Now that I think about it, when I think about my one friend who's been ripped all his life, I never see him eat meat during the day. He's like always stopping to get juice, seeds. He might eat some grains. But I noticed all his meat is like after the hunt, later in the day. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all waking up and eating bacon and eggs, stop, y'all. Like, stop. Okay? That protein protein can break down like, operate like sugar in your body. So all that peeing and going to the bathroom, okay, you didn't really get a workout in. So your protein is being wasted. See what I'm saying? So until you actually go to the gym, you should not even have no protein except what's in seeds, nuts, or an egg. Like not even mostly with eggs because eggs got fat in it still. See? Fat is for going to bed. Like I'm telling you, no lie, y'all. You could take all the fat out of. Look, nobody needs fat to enjoy sunflower seeds. Nobody needs fat to enjoy fruits. Just think about that. You don't have to rush for no butter for any of that. You don't have to rush for no butter. Actually, plain potatoes taste pretty good when they're seasoned. See what I'm saying? So, really, the fat is just to put you to bed. That's what that's for. Like, so after dinner, it's like that's when you have your fat. You have a nice little cup of milk if you drink milk to relax you so you go to sleep. But like all day long, you should be eating foods that do not require fat for it to taste good. Okay? Like I'm gonna literally be doing the experiment on me. I'm gonna be running on juice, seeds, carbs only, like potatoes, underground growing vegetables. See, those are things that our ancestors had right there, not far from their tent. See what I'm saying? So they could just go out there and eat that food and don't even need no olive oil, no butter, nothing. See what I'm saying? So running on that all day, you're gonna be so energized that you're gonna be ready to. You're gonna be excited about going for the hunt. So I think the hunt starts around 6 o'clock, because I'm thinking about the circadian clock rhythm. Okay, so I think the hunt starts around 6 o'clock, and maybe it ends at 8 o'clock. And then our ancestors was eating at 8 o'clock and dancing around or whatever, and then they went to bed by 9:30. That's how I think it went down, y'all. So I'm gonna work out at 6 o'clock, and then I'm gonna eat almost all my protein after. Okay, at least 80 grams of my protein is gonna be after that gym workout hunt. And then after I eat my protein, I'm gonna have me a cup of milk to relax me. That's my fat. And then go to bed. How much I want to bet? How much I want to bet that it's gonna work? Now, even if I don't have the cup of milk after all my protein after the hunt, I'll just put some butter in my protein so I can get some fat in my diet, a little bit of fat. But that fat, with the little bit of fat in that hunt protein, that's going to put me to bed. I'm telling y'all no lie. Because I was like, how come my energy keeps going up and down and up and down all day? And I figured it out. I said, you know what it is? Those lows with the protein, then going for more protein, then protein low, protein high. When we could just run on underground growing vegetables and potatoes and fruit all day. We could run on that all day, and we won't never experience low energy. We will never experience low energy. If you drink strawberries, bananas, pineapples, and you put a little cane sugar in there, a tablespoon of cane sugar in there, plus you're drinking your tea or you're drinking black coffee too, you're taking your one a day vitamin, and you eating seeds, you eating like seeds. Look here, you're going to be energized all day. You won't even need to like schedule in cardio. You're not even going to be able to sit down for a long time. Okay? Now, at some point, that energy going to peak. It's going to peak. And that's when you do the hunt. So by 6 o'clock, you're going to be at peak energy height. So that's when you do the hunt, which is gym to us. Workout, and very intense weightlifting workout. Okay? With weightlifting, body weight, calisthenics, and then afterwards, within 20 minutes or 30 minutes after your workout, you have 80 grams of protein at least, at the minimum. I know for a fact that a lot of us is going to look younger faster. A lot of us is going to put on muscle pretty fast because all that protein is available to be used in our sleep. Like the body is not even worried about building muscle when you're woke. So why even eat protein during the day? What is the point? Like, what is the point? You might as well eat the protein an hour or two before bed. Like, put all that in your body. That way, your body is forced to use that protein in your sleep. Y'all, I know we was lied to with that protein 3 meals a day. Y'all, no, y'all, no, y'all, no, y'all. I highly doubt that our ancestors was running down to get fish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think they was doing that. They was too busy to be running to do triple hunts for the day. I know they was too busy for that. Okay? So, they might have went to a little stream and got some little sardines or whatever. But I really think the people that was doing that was the little kids because they burn their energy faster. I really think the adults who were bigger, a little chunkier, they wasn't doing that. They was like waiting until dinner time to eat most of their protein. That's what the angels told me. And the angels told me that the long cardio is supposed to be treated like you're going on a journey. Like it's a spiritual journey, not to lose weight. So I know people are like cardio to lose weight. I'm telling you, unless you like 300, 400 pounds, you really should be using cardio for spiritual enlightenment. To like your journey to Mecca. And then you still have to include hills for it to feel that way. But other than that, it's supposed to be short cardio. I don't believe our ancestors was going on ridiculously long walks every single day of their life. I don't believe that, y'all. I don't believe that. Okay? Time was too their schedule was too tight. They had to get the food back to cook it. So there's no way they was walking like 2 hour cardio, hour and a half cardio just to get some sardines somewhere. I don't think they were doing that, y'all. That's what I'm getting through my intuition. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm taking. I ain't eating no meat till dinner. I'm done. I'm done. If I want to cheat, I'll have maybe a little bit of egg whites. But I'm done, y'all. I really think that meat is just like clogging our bodies up all day. It's clogging our intestines. I believe it's just like sitting in the poo is just sitting in there. I believe it's just like turning in our stomach. I don't believe we're supposed to be woke when that meat is being broken down, y'all. I think we're supposed to wake up and be like, yeah, I got to poo. I don't think we're supposed to be running to the toilet all day because we ate meat. Y'all, I don't think we're supposed to be doing that. For real. Like, I know that fruit and grains, a little bit of grains and fruit, it make you pee. Tea and fruit make you pee. If you're not eating green vegetables and stuff. But I think our poo is not supposed to be that thick all day long. I believe that our poo is supposed to be the same as peeing when we go during the day. Like it's supposed to be just a little thicker than a pee. Because I really think we're supposed to be spending all day detoxing. I don't even think it's like a morning thing. I think we're supposed to have like all day detoxing. And our biggest, thickest bowel movement is supposed to be when waking up. To get the meat out of you. to get the stuff left from the meat out of your butt. I don't think we're supposed to be taking big, thick dumps during the day. I don't think so, y'all. Just think about it. If our ancestors were doing that, their life would be in danger. If they were sitting here taking a while trying to make big, thick, super dumps, they would be looking all around, you know. I believe they were just trying to, I believe they was having bowel movements in which the bowels was just coming right on out during the day, you know, right on out. And then the morning hours before the predators were out, before the dangerous beast was close, they would have their thickest bowel movement. Okay? I believe all the other bowel movements was easy to do, quick, and over with, like that. All the ones during the day. Yeah. Think about it, because they knew they was being, our ancestors knew they was being hunted by a beast. So why would they be just squatting in the woods during the day trying to have this big, thick, super dump? That would put their life in danger. No, they was just like, psh, it was just flowing out of them because they was because they wasn't eating no meat. They was eating fruits and berries and seeds, and you know, y'all, I'm telling you, this is I know this is true, y'all. I know this is true. Cause soon as I started eating meat 3 times a day, look, y'all. Because I started eating meat 3 times a day, I noticed my body's not getting all the protein. Like it's almost like all the protein's not being used throughout my body. So I see like, okay, the protein's being used on my calves, my upper belly, my arms, but like not in everywhere. Certain parts of my arms is not getting the protein, muscle building. Certain parts of my face, no, y'all, no, y'all. No, y'all. I believe that we're supposed to sit down. That's what the warrior diet is. The warrior diet is you eat almost all your meat for dinner. Like when we be seeing like Thor, you know, when we see in the movie Thor, and you notice when they're sitting down for dinner, they got all those big fat drumsticks in their hand, you know, but you don't never see them like all sitting down 3 times a day eating these meaty meals. So it's like, why are we doing that? Like, why? Like, why are we eating meat 3 times a day? No, we would all, they would have to run to the fire pit twice. Why would they be doing that when they got blankets to knit, they got homes to build, they got, you know, a lot of things to do. They didn't have machines to do anything for them. So there's no way they was like, let's run and go get some fish in the morning and cook up some fish at the fire pit. I don't believe they was doing that, y'all. No. They was just running on plant-based all day until dinner time. Until after the hunt. Y'all, I'm done. I ain't messing with that meat until 6 o'clock. I'm good. I don't even want no eggs until 5:30 as an appetizer. From really, I believe eggs was even like an appetizer, or eggs. They ate eggs when it was a real hard hunting season, when they had a meat shortage. I believe that's when they were like, let's eat some eggs through our day. But other than that, I don't think they was like running to the bird nest every morning. I think they was like cool with their fruit, their berries, and their nuts and their plant-based food all day till dinner. Y'all, I'm done. I went almost all day today without meat, and I felt like a brand new person. I was not running to the bathroom. I was not running to the bathroom. I didn't have that gurgly feeling. I didn't feel like my bowels was being backed up over and over again. I didn't even feel any fatigue. I didn't feel no fatigue. So I know, like, I even noticed my face got, look how bright my face got. Look how bright this look. Looks bright. Looks like I got on makeup. This literally looks like I got on foundation. And I don't have no foundation on. But I know it's because I went all day without meat. I know that's why. I'm talking about all meat, fish, any kind of flesh. I went all day without it. Matter of fact, I didn't even have no meat today. Only thing I had that could have been close to meat was eggs. I didn't even have no meat today. So I'm telling y'all better start running to that morning meat. I don't care what Dr. Eric Berg say. Nah. I really think if you ever notice people that's running for that morning meat like that, they look hollow. Their face looks hollow. Okay? I believe the protein is being wasted because they didn't train first. Protein is for when you work out. That's what it's for. But not everybody's eating meat in the morning after going to the gym. Okay? Like, we don't even need meat to get most of our energy from. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all. I'm done. I noticed how my energy felt. My energy was like up all day long because I said, what did I do differently? They said, you didn't have meat all day. I said, aha, that's what it is. The meat has to be used for your muscles, for your muscle building. Otherwise, it's just sitting in your stomach, y'all. It's not really, it's not, I don't even think that it's healthy to just let meat sit in your stomach and not be used for muscle building. Like, I think there's no point in even eating meat unless you're lifting weights. That's how I feel about it, y'all. And y'all ain't going to agree with me, but I'm going to do the experiment on myself. I'm going to go 2 weeks. I'm going to go look back at this video. I'm going to look at myself in 2 weeks. I know I'm right. And I'm not touching no meat till dinner time. It's going to be at the very end of my day, maybe 2 hours before I go to bed. I'm not eating no meat before that. I'm eating my meat, like I said, 2 hours before bedtime. No matter what the time is. But no meat all day. I don't care if I get hungry. I'm having me some seeds. I'm going to eat me some almonds. I'm sticking with the plant-based all day now, y'all. I can't take it. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. If y'all enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know. If you'd like to send a donation, you can send donations to my Cash App. Would somebody say, Karen? Yeah, see, I'm telling you, look, my skin feels so soft, y'all. I am telling y'all, this skin, my body was able to absorb my moisturizer. When I was eating meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I noticed bumps was coming. I noticed my skin didn't even feel soft. I'm telling you, your body wants literally a 6-hour detox. It wants fruit. It wants fruit and vegetables and seeds, small grains. It wants it all day long. It does not want meat. Our genetics got history, memory. Our genetics remember what our ancestors did. So so our genetics know, like, why are you eating this meat? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No. Our bodies don't know to really use that protein at those times because genetically it never did. See what I'm saying, y'all? First of all, the fish ain't even woke. So why would somebody be out down at the lake trying to fish? The fish ain't even jumping yet. So how the hell is people eating fish 8 in the morning? Like, I used to go fishing, so I know. I used to go fishing. Like they ain't even that active. Okay, but if you ever go fishing in the late evening hours, the fish be active. They start biting, y'all. So that's why that's see we that's why we're not meant to just be able to go to the local Walmart and get some fish and have it for 8 a.m. in the morning. Knowing damn well it's not even easy to catch fish at that time. Y'all, y'all, this is the truth. Y'all, I'm doing plant-based all day till dinner. I'm good. I'm good. I even noticed a family member, my one family member in here, they haven't ate no meat for a week. And they have been cooler, nicer, they're happier, they more peaceful. I noticed that they're looking thinner, they're going to bed earlier, they're sleeping longer. Y'all, I believe we supposed to be eating that meat 2 hours before bed, and then when we wake up, then we go have that enormous bowel movement. All the, like I said, all the other bowel movements during the day, that poop should be coming just right out like. It should be like on our poo during the day should be literally just a little thicker than our pee, because like animals know, even my cats know, using the toilet is dangerous. My cats, they're even genetically programmed to know that the bathroom is a dangerous place. You know, it's dangerous. Your door's locked. You don't know who's on the other side of the door, who came in the bathroom. You're vulnerable. Your pants is down. So even my cats, y'all, when I go use the bathroom, my cats will literally sit on around me, guarding me. So there's no way we supposed to be like up in the bathroom, like, from me twice a day. No, 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 y'all. Twice during the day. No, y'all. Exactly. My genetics spoke to me today. I'm telling you, like, meat can block you from God. Like, I don't know why people don't realize this. And we need to hear God all day. This world is straight up wicked to the 10th degree. Okay? Not it, go as long as you can without meat. It's protection, y'all. It's protection. It's literally protection. I was ready to have some meat for dinner today. I said, no, I'm gonna go ahead and have me a piece of lasagna. I'm gonna go ahead and have me a piece of lasagna to go to bed. Lasagna is sleepy food. That's food to lay you, put you to bed, put you to sleep. I'm gonna find me some vegan vegetable lasagna. I had me a small piece of lasagna. I was able to because my fat intake was ridiculously low all day. But this week I'm gonna get me vegan vegetable lasagna so that I can just have that for dinner when I'm not trying to mess with the meat. Y'all, as a matter of fact, I ain't trying to eat meat every day no more. I'm good. The way I felt today, I haven't felt since I was in my 20s. I felt like I was 20, 21 years old again. Somebody said, what are you talking about if you eat all day? I didn't say all day. I said 3 meals. See, this person got to rewind the video. Rewind the video because you missed what I said, okay? I said 3 meals a day. Even if you eat 3 meals a day, we ain't supposed to be eating no meat till the hunt. And that's dinner time. So it doesn't matter. I don't eat all day. I have my little 3 meals like everybody else. Um, but the breakfast and lunch, Zero meat. Our ancestors did not go to the fire to roast some damn meat in the middle of the day. That would have been them trying. They would. Do you know how much wood they would be burning through? Like fire after fire after fire after fire every single day? No. Wood was like gold back then. They didn't chop all that wood to keep on burning it, to keep on, because they got to eat some meat, you know? Now, of course, when they was trying to fatten themselves up in the winter season, they might have been eating sushi. So they don't have to, start a fire. They don't have to cook no meat to fatten themselves up. Somebody talking about... Exactly. Yeah, because pregnant women tend to eat more food. And pregnant women who eat meat, they tend to eat more meat. That means that they're not protected. I don't mean no harm. But if you're eating, this is why I used to eat, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I only had meat at dinner time. I would have chicken soup. That was my go-to food when I was pregnant with my daughter. I would have chicken soup or a fish salad for dinner. But all day long, I didn't eat meat when I was pregnant. I didn't eat meat when I was pregnant. I think that's why my daughter has a high IQ, why she might have been really, really, she's really smart. I think that was a part of it. I was playing classical music on my stomach all day, and I was all plant-based all day. And dinner time, I would have my meat. But the reason why I did it then is because I was trying to keep my energy up, because I was I was traveling a lot as a pregnant woman. Plus, I didn't have no help. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep my energy up, and then dinner time I'll have homemade chicken soup or fish salad or whatever. And I do believe that's why my daughter has such a fast mind. Her mind is she has such a high vibrational energy and thinks real fast that it's hard to keep up with her. Like, low vibe people can't be around her. She'd probably be toxic to somebody low vibe, because her mind is like this. Because she still eats the way I ate when I was pregnant with her. And my daughter does the same thing. She told me, now that I think about it, when she tell me how she eats, she says she only eats meat at work at dinner time. She eats dinner at 11 o'clock at work, 11 p.m. And she says she has a fish or a meat salad of some kind. But she is like, Mom, I go all day without eating meat. I remember she said that. And it's like, why did I stop doing that? Why didn't I do it? But the body just wants energy all day. It doesn't really want that meat, y'all. It's cool with plant-based all day. You just gotta, fall in love with plant-based. You gotta just eat your beets, eat your carrots, eat your seeds, eat your almonds, eat your bananas, eat your strawberries, eat your pineapples, eat your blueberries. See what I'm saying? Yep. My daughter was a $65,000 scholarship recipient. In just 3 years at her job, she is store location manager. She mastered every department in just a couple years. And she's not even 25 years old. And she's already the manager of a 5-star restaurant. She's the location manager. In just a couple years. Because her brain is like this. I be watching her on the job when I come. She be able to just hop from each department, each register. She does all her calculations in her mind. Long calculations. She did all the college math in high school. She didn't have any math left to do. But I know it was because I only ate meat at dinner. I know that's why. Them toxins, man, our body don't want them toxins from meat all day. I believe that every time we eat meat, we outside the door to hell. Every time we eat meat, we standing right outside of the gates of hell. Y'all, that's deep. Quote me on that. Every single time you eat steak, especially, because steak is fake, it's hybrid meat. Every time you eat cow steak, your hands is on the door of hell. The devil is hi, I see you. I think that's what happened, y'all. Oh, thank you very much. She even got her driver's license. She bought her. I told her. I said, do it the way I did. Buy your car, then get your license. She bought her car and got her license. Then got her license. She's been living on her own since my daughter been living on her own since she was 18. She's had her own apartment for some years now, couple of years. Pays all her bills. Her man has a good job. They both have a good job. I think they're bringing in $150,000 a year, and they're not. And she's not even 25, and she's seeing that kind of money. I would have loved to see $150,000 a year in salary at 23 years old. Yeah. Hi, everybody. People, I know you can't talk. You right. Who said that? Manifest. You right, manifest. I'm telling you, people will attack you when they say that. When you say this stuff, they don't want to believe that the genetic, I believe our ancestors' soul is still in our genetics. And we have to listen. And when it say, don't do it, you don't do it. Now, y'all know, how many of y'all have heard y'all ancestors whisper, don't eat no meat right now, but y'all still ate the meat. I've heard my ancestors say, don't be eating no meat for breakfast. I heard the little whisper before. And at first I said, that's me being paranoid. Y'all, I don't want to say it because YouTube might stop my video. You can't speak against the school system no more. If you speak against the school system, your videos might get blocked or your videos may get removed. So I can't say the rest of it. But let's just say there was misinformation about that food pyramid. Serious. Oh, congratulations with your somebody's child was a transplant doctor. That's wonderful. Manifest, guess what? There's been 2 successful transplants in my family. Tell your son, say, Miss V on YouTube, her stepdad got a successful liver transplant and her grandfather got a successful heart transplant. Y'all know somebody in here whose grandfather, my grandfather had a successful heart transplant. It was successful. We waited outside for hours during this transplant. Hours, y'all. We was taking turns coming back to the hospital. And they were like, it's all about, I remember they said there's nothing more they could do. It's all about whether his body finished accepting the organ. And he did. We said, praise God. And Grandpa came home with his new heart. And he outlived my grandmother. Ain't that something? My grandmother was, I think, older than him, and he outlived her. He outlived her with a new heart. Now that's deep. When you he outlived a lot of people in my family, and he had a new heart. Uh, yeah, I had something like that happen to me. One time, y'all, I swear, I was standing in my dining room at my old apartment, and I started, every time I talk, a different language came out of my mouth, y'all. I was like, I couldn't even stop it. I couldn't even stop it, and it was like it sounded like Swahili mixed with Native American, like and I couldn't stop it, y'all. And I was like, it didn't feel evil. It just felt like one of my ancestors had momentarily stepped into my body. They was trying to get a message to me. Don't you know? Shortly after that, I started getting visions, right? And I got a bad feeling that I would like end up lost somewhere. I just had a bad feeling about it, and I think my ancestors had some protection script, and and somehow I spoke it. When they spoke it, I spoke it, and no. Hi everybody, sorry about that. Sorry about that, everybody. I seriously believe I seriously believe that we was tricked to eat meat 3 days again, 3 days, 3 times a day. We was tricked because they wanted us, the system wanted us to be slaves, y'all. The system had us eating meat breakfast and lunch, breakfast and lunch because the system wanted us. Y'all see how Y'all see how y'all see how the devil keep attacking this video? I tried to do this video like 40 minutes ago and I couldn't. The devil is keep trying to keep me from doing this video, y'all. My phone is literally on a high-end charger right now. Just shutting down. This is bullshit. I don't know what's going on with this. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. The devil attacking his live. The devil don't want me to continue. So I'm going to charge my phone up for about 45 minutes and I'm going to do a part two of this video. I just got another download that got to do with why we fell for the trap of eating meat during daylight time. Meat is meat is actually evening and nighttime. If you look at the Arcadian clock, okay? If you go by the Arcadian clock, we're not supposed to be eating no meat during the day. This is some deep stuff. So why are we eating meat even during the day when it's not even matching the Arcadian clock? Like, if we go by Zodiac Arcadian, y'all, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get back on in an hour, okay? I want to give y'all the rest of these downloads that's coming to me. I've been feeling this pressure in my head with this. And it ain't hurt, but it's like the angels been trying to get this to me. So I'm a go ahead, meditate a little bit more. I'm going to keep the phone on the charger because the devil is using my low battery to block this video even though my phone is on the charger. So I'm gonna let my phone then got real hot, y'all. There is like heat coming up off my phone. The devil is overheating my phone because the devil don't want me to keep talking about this. I'm telling you no lie. The devil trying to shut me up. Okay? Um, just think about it like when we was running around outside all the time and not going home to eat meat, we were all pretty lean. Pretty lean. Like when we was just running the store, y'all, I gotta get these downloads to y'all. I'm gonna get back on in an hour, y'all. So that'll be around 9:40 p.m. in Eastern time. I'm gonna get back on. And we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna tell y'all how we've been tricked. It started when we started going to school. When we started going to school, that's when the trick started. But I'm gonna get back on y'all, okay? Thanks for listening, everybody. I'll see y'all in about an hour. Oh, somebody talking about their son? Yep, I'm telling you, it happened to me. I had some ancient language come out of my mouth out of nowhere, y'all. I wished I had a camera on a house so I had recorded it, but I just came out of nowhere. And then after that, I was like real psychic after that, y'all. I noticed I was getting visions and everything after that. But I'll be back on in about an hour. Okay? Hit the notification button so y'all can get the rest of these downloads. Bye, everybody.